Greetings and welcome back to Satisfactory. And I have to say, you may only see one, maybe two more episodes of this for now, because I'm kind of running out of content. Until he adds stuff, then there's not really much else I can do. Although I do hear some interesting things coming. There's a rumor that, tiers 7 and 8 might very well have a train, which would be really interesting to set up. I'd like to set trains up all over the place. But anyway, for now, that's not our concern. My concern is there are upgrades that I would really like to do. All right, now 5. I've got everything except the alternate things here. I'll look at those on their own. It's really tier 6 that I'm interested in, and most especially this. I really want that fuel generator. Here's the thing. This one right here, you'll notice, requires 50 computers. The jetpack requires 50 computers. The gas mask requires 50 computers. Now, they also require 50 of the heavy modular frames. Motors are not a problem. I have a lot of motors at the other site. Yeah, these, I do have an alternate recipe which creates 3 at a time. It doesn't require screws. It requires like more concrete. So that one I can do something with. Computers are a bit of a problem, right? So computers, we go down to computers. And where are they? Okay, where was it? Right here. Right, we need a lot of stuff for this. Now, at the moment, he says, "Oh, I can make one of them." Yeah, it's because I just happen to be carrying the components at the moment. But yeah, we need a lot of things, and of course, 4 elements means we have to do a manufacturer. All right, so I have been working on the oil issue. So let's just go over and take a look at the oil situation. Yes, I have some stuff going over here. I also used a lot of concrete. All right, first off, I do have the truck. The best thing about the truck is its supply, what it carries. It's got a huge inventory. Where is it here? There you go. Other than that, yeah, I mean, it's kind of unwieldy, doesn't go much faster, and its size is kind of awkward. But anyway, this is what I made. You come back here, you drive up here, you stop here, it unloads the oil, and then you can drive back and go back the other way. So that's kind of a little rampy situation. At the moment, that's empty, and this is now empty too. All right, so first and foremost, I'm going to have to get some oil. So we're going to get to see my little site over there. All right, I built 2 of these. These, of course, are... Where is it? Refineries, right? Yeah, oil refineries. These are very expensive. Look, 50 megawatts. I had to make some more. Notice there's 4 new smokestacks over there. Yeah, I had to make more coal generators. 1 for each of these. So that's kind of why I really like to get the fuel generator going. All right, so I was having this one do rubber. So the thing is that, yeah, I kind of almost filled this up, and rubber isn't really very useful. So I decided to divert it over to here and start making fuel. Oh, I didn't realize that was nearly full. Okay, but you can see why I would like to get a fuel generator. I'm hoping it does a lot more than 50 megawatts. But I mean, if I just divert this over to there and put it in the grid, things would be good. Okay, this one I had doing plastic, and I kind of have this thing full. So what I did was I did a divert over to this, right? And I basically carried some copper wire over with this. I just filled my inventory and dropped it over here because I have this making circuit boards. It currently has 65, but now, of course, it's out of plastic because we're out of oil. All right, so what I want to do is I have 2 of the elements that I need right now. I have plastic and I have circuit boards, right? So I'm going to need 2 other things. I'm going to need wire and screws. So for now, at least, I'm going to use this kind of a situation and just feed them in because I need to get the computer stuff going. If I end up automating the feeds in the future, I'll do that. But for now, I got a bit moving. All right, obviously, I need oil, right? So let's where is it here? Okay. Let's get some oil. Okay, we're on the beach now. You know, there's a lot of those little orange bugs back there because the little spawning things keep spawning, and when you get near to them, they explode into those little bugs. But the bugs never go away. So if I ever got out of my vehicle over there, I'd be like insta dead. All right, and you can see I've made this a lot wider. Okay, I've also added a little bit of extra room over here, so we're going to get an idea of what I have going here. All right, so I can make a nice wide turn. I probably should extend it a little bit more. All right, so what I have here is I have two stations here now, right? Now the first one will pick up oil from, I mean not oil, it'll pick up coal from me. The thing about it is I don't have a coal problem at the moment because the thing is that the containment fills up so quickly that it doesn't really get a chance to burn much. So on the other hand though, all of this is going to come to life as soon as I drop in here. Notice the oil started moving. Everything started moving because it was just stopped because it was all full. And it's taking a long time to load, as you can see on the lower right. Okay, and we're done. We just get out of the way here. And get out for a moment. Right, so this one here will drop off oil. Now it's refilling now. It dropped nearly everything into this. Right there. This one here, like I said, coal is not a problem. It's there, but this thing is full too. And as soon as this thing fills up, it's all going to stop. So, I mean, if I did need coal, all I have to do is drive something over here, drop it off, no problem whatsoever. But anyway, we have our oil. Yeah, you know, the only reason I would drive this thing over here is because its load is double the other one. I'd have to make 2 trips with the other one. But it is really kind of awkward in comparison to the first one. The tractor is much better for driving. It's just that obviously this one means I only have to make 1 trip as opposed to 2 trips for the same amount, right? All right, so now, unfortunately, I have to drive this back. Now, a train would be really interesting, you know? I'm not sure how I would do it. I mean, you'd have to allow, I guess I could put the tracks out over the water, something like that. I mean, that's what I've heard. We're looking at a train coming here, you know? So that would be pretty nice indeed. Yeah, those things just keep spawning, and we're going to take a quick look at this before we cut back. Is that, yeah, the bugs. They're all over the place because those things keep spawning, and the bugs just don't go away. If I got out, I would just be destroyed. Anyway, let's get on with that delivery, right? All right, we're nearly home. So what we're going to do is drop off the oil, watch everything come to life as soon as I do this. Whoops. All right, now flows the oil. I should probably have put a high-speed conveyor there. I think that's an MK2. I think an MK3 would be a better idea. And we are unloaded. All right. So I'm just going to get this thing out of the way. And stop. Okay, so let's get back up here because we got work to do. All right. Big old load right there. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, what is this, an MK2? Yeah, it's an MK2. That's a regular, oh, whoa. That's just a regular conveyor. Oh, no. Hold on a minute. No. As a matter of fact, I think I want MK3 there. Because it is going into a splitter, right? That's better. All right, this is a regular conveyor. Let me see. These should be MK2s. They really should be. The other one's got a little bit of a turn on it. All right, let's just take this out. All right, hold on a minute. Not that. This, make this an MK2. I don't know how quickly it's going to manufacture, though. And I'm certainly not going to, at 50, I'm certainly not putting in one of these overclocking ones in there, right? All right, so is this making the plastic again? It is. All right, it's not going to go in there because it's full. Okay, so like I said, we have 2 of the ingredients here right now. All right, I really don't have the space over here, so I think for now, we're going to put the other containers over here. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. We're going to go to organization. Actually, I'm going to go to the front, because I'm going to line these guys up as well as I can, right? Right on the lines there. Okay, is that the best you can do? I guess it is. All right, so it's going to be coming out of here. And then we're going to do one right there, so it's going to be coming out of here. Okay, so I need cable for one, and I need screws for the other. I believe that that is the combo. All right, and here, I need to make a manufacturer, right? So why don't we just put the manufacturer down first? All right, this is the first time I've made one of these guys. I think I have the parts on me. Let's see. The frames, the heavy frames. I got the motors, I got the cable, and I got 5 computers on me. All right, so here we go. Okay, that's really, I'm just like, that's going to use so much power. All right, all right, I better push it out a bit. All right, we're just going to leave it there for the moment. I am terrified to see how much power that's going to require. All right, let's see. Is in here? Maybe I should move it out. You know, I should probably move it over a little. I guess that's okay. I mean, it's far enough away. Okay, so now the horrific concept of what is... All right, I have to pick the... I won't be able to see until I pick. All right, I'm making the computer. 55. Oh, 55 is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think I made an extra one, so I should be okay with the power. All right, so... I don't think that MK3s are really going to be what I need. I think MK2s will do the job. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, not those. Those are the regular ones. I don't see a purpose in doing the fastest conveyors. I think these will be fine. All right, so let's just grab this one. Right? Then we're going to grab this one. Right. That's going to be wire and screws. Right? That's going to be wire and screws. Now this one is probably going to take off immediately. Right, there we go. Those are the circuit boards, right? And this is going to be the plastic, and that is just full, so that one's going to take off. All right. So how many circuit boards do we have at the moment? We have 60 still inside, right? The plastic is the bottleneck over there. Can I grab a little bit of a plastic here? Just take one of these and just put it right here and just go, boom, you can make as much as you want. Yeah, I was thinking of doing something in terms of cutting off of that one, but I figured, yeah, not a problem, really. All right. As long as, okay, yeah, I'm not going to super clock that thing, too. That would just be a really big mistake. All right, so I now have no power. Okay, so I need cable. I need the plastic. I've got the plastic. All right, so I need screws and I need wire. So this is what I'm going to do. I have 2 drop chests here because I'm going to store all and store all. Right, so my inventory is completely empty now. I am hoping that I'm not going to have a power issue. So we'll have to see about that. Now, I already grabbed a lot of the wire that I had over here, so I've been hoping this would refill fairly quickly. How are we doing here? This is probably, that's not bad at all. Okay, in other words, it needs to move this way. Well, I'm actually going to grab, all right, take all. I'm going to put a couple back, but it's gonna rebuild, right? All right, so now I need to put this into one of those up there. And here, and we're going to throw this in there. Then I'm going to come back for the screws. I did some stuff with screws. I probably need to make an independent source. See, there's actually an iron thing. I guess we'll probably talk about that in a bit. I have a plan for the heavy modular frames. All right, so I'm going to pick one of these guys, and I'm going to say store all. So you are doing the cables. All right, so now I need screws. So let's go back over here. Down. Okay, no damage. I actually removed a constructor over here because I realized I didn't need it anymore. It was one I did it once upon a time. I had this making iron bars and then making screws. But then I realized I had the alternate recipe now that I can just make screws right from iron ingots. So I just did that, and there used to be another constructor here. So I think it's over here. I stopped construction on this because I have like tons of them anyway. It was about to fill up anyway, and this uses screws. So what I did was I stopped construction, and I was hoping it was going to back up, and it did. It kind of backed up good, so I'm just going to take all of those. There's another one over here which actually did fill up. The same thing, actually. Right. This one filled up and was just sitting there. So what I did was I diverted the screws, instead of just sitting there doing nothing, over to this. And okay, that's good. Take all. All right, I should be fine with screws then. Yeah, I know this all should be taken care of automatically. But you know the thing about it is I have so much of them, I might as well just use them, right? And how many computers do I actually need? Well, I need a couple of groups of 50, right? That's true. I'm going to probably need them for supercomputers. I need to make 10 to even research something. All right, so how's this going here? Okay, it's still flowing from down here. So there's a lot. That's going to do for a long time. All right, so let's get over here. Oh, and the fuel. Is the fuel filled? Yes, it is. I may have to do something about that. All right. I may put another container or something like that. Okay, so the last thing we needed here was screws. So store all. And here come the screws. All right. I probably could have high-speeded that. Actually, it's probably not a bad idea. You know what? What is this, an MK2? I'll see how it works. That may not be the bottleneck. If it is the bottleneck, then maybe I'll put an MK3 there. All right, so of course the thing we need now is power, right? Yeah, that's the thing we need now. And I have a pole over here. It's all the same power grid around here. So, okay, I'm hoping that this is not going to cause me too much problem. So let's just do this, and boom. Oh, I dropped all of my stuff, and I don't have anything, which means I don't have cable. I actually don't have cable anymore. I canceled it. Let's see. Take all. Take all. Now I have it. Let's try that again. Power. Here. And boom. Okay, let's just check out the power situation now. See, a lot of things are sitting still, not moving, right? And I took one constructor out, but one constructor is only 4 megawatts. The assemblers really go crazy with that, and these things too. This one is probably now currently not doing anything. Yeah, it's yellow because it's backed up. So that's 50 megawatts that's not being used right now. Oh, did that just spike a little? Okay. All right, so what do we have going on here? All right, I have one. Do I have any computers yet? Okay, circuit boards at the moment, not a problem. Cable, obviously not a problem. Okay, I guess it's just the production speed. It's probably going to take time. Let's just see what we got here. A little bit more. Boom. Okay, so there's one computer in there. We have manufactured a computer. Just like Apple, with 100% less slave labor, right? All right, so these guys are going to go for a while, right? These guys are not being replenished, but there's a lot in there. The copper, okay. Yeah, the problem here is the plastic, isn't it? It's, this one here is kind of full. Here, take this and put some plastic in there. All right, it's going to run. It's going to see if I overclock. This is 50. Overclocking this would be horrible. It's just that I need more. I need more. And look at all that fuel there. See, that's the reason. That's got to be the first thing that I do. I need 50 computers so that I can research the fuel generator. If I get that, then I won't have to, hopefully I won't have to worry about power. I mean, look at all the fuel that I have sitting over there, right? I mean, that shouldn't be a problem for a while. I still do have to make runs over here, but you know, it kind of drains slowly. Right, so there are some things too that I need. You know, the heavy modular frames, I mean, I can make them, but you know, I really want some things to be automatic too, right? So what I was thinking of was there's a bunch of iron nodes over here. Now, the area isn't really terrific for building. Besides, I don't want to clog up this road here. It's kind of important because that's how I get to my oil, right? So what I was thinking is, there are 4 of them over here actually. Let's just say I use this one, right? And I put an MK2 pointing out this way because the thing is it's impure, so I'll have to have the extra oomph. I'm wondering, can I do a conveyor belt through the air, thinking like this? Let's get some logistics going here, and like this. And then I could always do something like that. They put one on top or something like that. Maybe that's too close. Maybe I have to do one of the other ones or something like that, right? And then just take it through the air. Maybe have to do another pole or something if it's too long, like right there or something like that. And bring it over to this area. I mean, this area is right above my camp, right? I could do the same thing I did over there, which is lots of concrete. I mean, did you see how far back that went? That was a lot of concrete. And if I'm over here, then I brought a pole right there. So how's the power doing? Good. So I brought a pole over here just in case I decided to do that. And I just level all this area, put concrete down, and I can do manufacturing. And then maybe I can actually ship stuff over there or something like that. And I do have more limestone there so I can get concrete. So lots of options, lots of options. But I would want to do it through the air because I wouldn't want it on the ground. And yeah, I do see there's actually a slug right there. But you know what? I don't really need him at the moment. Now, I might want to do some overclocking. Like overclocking that refinery there would be very useful. The problem, of course, like I said, is that, see, he's kind of backed up here in the oil because it's taking him a long time to process it. See, he's all backed up. It's taking him all so speeding this process up right here would be very, very useful. It's just, it would also be very, very costly in terms of power. Especially if I ended up using fuel and this one came back online, because that'd be another 50 added right to the equation there. So I'm thinking if I can get the fuel generator, you know, set up, I can maybe put one over here or something like that, and that way the fuel can go right into it. Maybe not like from here, maybe move it so it comes off in this direction or something. I'll work something out. Anyway, so how are we doing here so far? He's got 9. Now, he'll build up to 100, right? So I don't have to worry about taking it out just yet. I mean, I could put a box here for now. Yeah, that's probably not such a bad idea. I certainly don't need a big one, right? I mean, eventually, I do need to use computers as a component for the supercomputer. So that's something. And where is organization? All right. All right. So I might as well just have him do this. And this is not coming very quickly, so it's going to do the ones that he has already. So, but, you know, they're manufactured very slowly. So I am manufacturing computers now, which is a good thing because I need those for the research. I also need the heavy frames, but I can do the heavy frames, really. It's not manually. It's not horrific because I do have this alternate recipe here. Hold on a minute. All right, now we have the original one here. Where is it? Heavy modular frames. I can make one of those. Okay, so it needs 5 of these modular frames. It needs 15 pipes. It needs the encased industrial beam, which is a steel beam with concrete on top of it, and then it needs screws. That makes 1. Now, if I have this one down here, this one requires 8 of the modular frames. It requires 10 of the industrial beams, right? It requires a lot more pipes, and it does require concrete instead of the screws. But this makes 3 at a time. So that's actually something worth considering. I might construct those. See, I have like all of that at the other site. So that's something I might want to manufacture over there. I don't know. We're going to have to see about it. But, I mean, I need a source of them too. It's just that I can manually create them, where as opposed to the computers would be real pain because of the number of inputs and the complex inputs, right? Because we're sending this through an assembler here in order to make the, yeah, there's your bottleneck right there. Screws ain't the bottleneck, the wires aren't the bottleneck, right there is your bottleneck. The plastic, yeah, actually, yeah, the plastic, yeah. I mean, should I just kill this one for now? How much do I have? You know what? Just have them all go that way for now, right? Because the thing is, it's so backed up here that it's not even a problem. Yeah, so that way we're going to get more plastic coming in that direction. Okay, so anyway, that's it. We got computers going, and I do need to do some researching because I want the better power and such. I don't know if I'm going to have to put down any more coal plants right now. We'll take a quick look at what I set up over here, and then we'll probably call this a video. Like I said, there's really not a lot left until they add more content, and maybe I restart then, maybe I just build off of this world. It really depends. They may change things so you can't do that. So, okay, stay away from the poison. Poison is bad. It's poisonous. All right, so here's what I did here. Now, that is actually coming off of the first split. In other words, this is the... I just dropped the load there not too long ago. And that goes into that container, which handles those. And then this one goes to this container, and it's all full. So I have no problem with coal. So what happens is I lifted that one up to get over the rocks, and I have this set up. So this line just goes straight. Every time I want to put down one of these guys, I put a splitter in. So as you can see, it's not moving, so it's not a problem. So I could just basically just keep going. Easily add like 3, maybe 4 more until I run out of terrain, right? Although I do want to keep part of this open because I drive through this way. You know, because if I want to get another load of coal and I want to bring it out to the other site where the oil is, I kind of have to drive over there and then drive back through here. So I don't want to go too crazy with it, which is the reason I want the other, I want the fuel generator going. A couple of them probably. I mean, even if it's 100, I'm still going to need a couple of them because if I start overclocking those guys, it's going to be very costly. So like I said, this is probably going to be only 1 or 2 more episodes left, and then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to use to fill the slot for now. So any suggestions? I am always open to suggestions. Nice PC game, maybe some kind of open world thing. We'll see what happens with that. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See you.